Well, that was quick. Boro's January window is off the ground already. Welcome to Boro, Finan Azeez.
As the Uruguayan curls one in. Oh, Middlesbrough take the lead!
What is up, guys? Matthew here. Welcome to another video here on the channel. And, well, Boro are off and running in the January transfer window. Our first signing is through the door, and it is a permanent signing, which I find quite impressive this early in the window. Boro have signed Finan Azeez, technically from Aston Villa, but he's been on loan at Plymouth for I think the last 2 seasons, or season and a half as it is now, for what was rumoured to be around £2 million, £2.5 million. But of course, as the club has announced it, they've said that it is an undisclosed fee. Yeah, this is an amazing deal, an absolutely fantastic deal for a tremendous footballer. Now, I'm not going to fill the video with highlights, but if you guys remember back to a Project Boro when we drew 3-3 away at Plymouth, he did this.
Curling efforts, and what an effort!
And as recently as New Year's Day, in what was his final game, and this was his final goal for Plymouth, he went and did this. So it's safe to say Finan Azeez can hit them, and he seems like a fantastic player, and he fits the mould of player that Boro are going for now. And we've seen it with Morgan Rogers, we've seen it with Sammy Silvera, we've seen it with Latte Lath, we've seen it with Rav Vandenberg. We are buying permanent players. Unlike last season, we're not relying on loans who we know are going to leave at the end of the season and we're going to have to replace. We are making an effort to sign players who are maybe from a team who are weaker than us, a team who are a little bit further down the food chain to us. No disrespect to Plymouth, I think they're a fantastic club. But we are looking to sign players who will see Boro as a step up. Players who we can get maybe on a smaller fee, who we can develop, who will go one of two ways. They either help Boro grow into a club and we all grow together and the players all improve together and develop and get better, their potential is fulfilled, and we get promoted to the Premier League, or we reach our end goal, which of course is promotion. Or things don't quite work out, but they become a better player at Middlesbrough and we sell them on for a profit. And that is the sustainable model we are implementing now under Kieran Scott, who has done this now for a good long while. But of course, something new this season is us moving away from our over-reliance on loan players. And for me, January is such a difficult window to get players in anyway. I always associate January as a window where it's easier to get loan signings in because top clubs will have noted throughout the first half of the season that player A, B and C aren't going to be playing much more this campaign because their squads are set. They allow them to go out on loan. It's a lot less likely to get loans at the start of the season because everyone pretty much has a blank canvas to prove themselves and will be given a chance most times at the start of the season. Whereas January is notably difficult, I think, to buy players because you need a club who are going to be willing to let a player go in the middle of the season completely, let them sign and go somewhere else. And the fact Boro have been able to get this deal done for only £2 million is absolutely amazing. He looks like an amazing player. He slots in at number 10, which is exactly where I wanted us to improve, and we'll take a look at the Boro squad graphic a little bit later, but this is what he brings in terms of stats. So Finan Azeez has had a fantastic season for Plymouth. He's made 26 appearances, he's scored 7 goals, he's had 5 assists, and he's made 63 key passes. He's been heavily involved in Plymouth's success this season, I think it's safe to say. And if we look at his stats in a bit more detail, he has 62% successful dribbles, that's 33 in total. He has 85 touches in the opposition box. He's won 82% of his own tackles, which is impressive, with 18 interceptions, 119 ball recoveries, and has won 86 ground duels. So as much as he's a creative, forward-thinking, attacking midfielder, he's very good at doing the other side of the game as well. And get this was an incredible stat that I saw earlier. He is ranked second in the entirety of the championship for most chances created per minute. Only Crescencio Somerville of Leeds has higher, creating a chance every 27 minutes. Finan Azeez has created a chance every 28 minutes, which is absolutely fantastic. Primarily plays in attacking midfield, can drop into the centre of midfield quite effectively, as you can tell, and I guess could play in and around the front three, but for me, he is most definitely going to be in that number 10 position, in behind Matt Crooks. And if you remember when we put together the Boro squad depth graphic in a video that I did not too long ago, where I basically put together my wish list for where I think Boro should improve in January, you will have noted that one of them very positions that were in red, where I think we needed signings, was in number 10. And I think Azaz will come in as our starter now. I think he will replace Matt Crooks in the 10, and I think having McGree on the left, Jones on the right, Rodgers on the left, whoever it may be, I think that's a very dynamic, creative, and, well, effective front three. I think that could be a terrifying front three, if I'm honest, and that's why I am now marking the number 10 position in green. I'm happy there now. Boro have ticked off one of my big empty boxes, you could say, straight away, and I've even ticked and made the centre midfield position green as well, where I thought we could improve in that position, given the fact Azaz could drop into central midfield if we had an injury crisis there with Crooks or Greenwood or Rodgers still being able to play in the 10. So essentially this one single signing for Boro has gave us a bit of depth in centre midfield, but most importantly it has gave us that dynamic, goal scoring, chance creating number 10 that I think we've been missing since Akpom left. Now, he's not going to be as good as Akpom, I don't think. I think that's unfair to put the pressure on him because Akpom scored 29 goddamn goals. I think Azaz is going to be a different player to him. But in terms of Boro's rotating front three, in behind a striker, if you are a striker and you've got Rodgers, you've got Azaz, you've got Force, you've got McGree, you've got all these incredible players, Isaiah Jones behind you, you should have your eyes. You should just be seeing goals. You know, you should be receiving so many opportunities, and Boro are already one of the biggest chance creating sides in the league, and this will only enhance that even further. So our strikers should be getting chances left, right and centre. Literally. That obviously means that on my wish list we've, as I say, ticked off a big hole in the team. We still need a striker to finish off these chances. Now, in terms of where Boro are at, the latest that we know in terms of transfers is it seems like Luke Ayling from Leeds is close. He looks to be a right back, a stopgap right back, I would say, which would probably tick off the right back position for me as well, where we need signings. So that's another one where Boro seem close to fulfilling. And what Carrick has said in recent interviews is that we will not panic buy. We will not panic buy in order to fulfill a position which, fully fit, would be absolutely fine. You know, in some areas we've got injuries. We're not panicking and buying a brand new player just to fulfill an injury, which is going to obviously be fulfilled at some point with a member of the current squad, whether it's Smith, whether it's Lenihan or whoever. So it does seem that if we are going to get someone in at right back, it's just going to be a temporary stopgap, and it looks like Luke Ayling might be the man who can join Boro. Whether he stays on, he might do, but he's a right back who's done it at the very highest end of the Championship, so I'd be happy with that signing. Gives us a bit more experience and depth in that position, at least while Smith is out, and the rumours still circulate around a centre-back too, although nothing seems too concrete on that. Boro apparently were in a bidding war for a striker from the MLS not too long ago. These rumours surfaced, I think, on January the 2nd, but it sounds like Boro were outbid by another side. I think it was FC Monterrey who outbidded us for the forward. They bid 8.5 million, which I don't believe Boro can compete with, but hell, we've just spent 2 million on Finan Azeez. So yeah, overall, delighted with this signing. He looks really good. He fits the profile of signing that Boro want to go with now. He's young. He said in his interview, we are a step up for him. He wants to prove himself. He joins an exciting young Boro squad that is only going to get better, and the potential of this team is absolutely huge. And like I say, if things go tits up, I dare say we'll most likely make a profit on him. But he fills up a gap, which is fantastic, and I'm very excited to see where things go from here. But for Boro's recruitment team, getting him in £2 million as early as the 5th of January, huge, huge, huge round of applause for the Boro recruitment team. A fantastic start to the January window. But that's it for this video. If you've enjoyed it, do hit the like button and subscribe for much more. I would love to hear from a lot of Boro fans on this one, and Plymouth fans, of course. I've seen a lot, heard a lot from Plymouth fans who understandably are devastated to lose Finan Azeez, which is sad for them. I'm gutted for Plymouth. I think they're a great club. I was gutted when they lost Schumacher. They've had a bit of a tough January so far, but have just got a new gaffer in, so hopefully things turn around for them and they can still remain extremely positive about their season. But I would love to hear from the Green Army fans their thoughts on Finan Azeez, and yeah, leave your comments in the section below. Do subscribe for more if you've enjoyed this video. But until next time, big thank you for watching. Do take care, and I'll see you all in the next one.